Hello, collective. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. How are you doing, my loves? Okay, today, as you can tell by the title, I'm here to bring you a channel message about this new moon in Aquarius. So let's go ahead and get into it. I have some notes right here. Of course, I'm going to be looking down. I'm going to be reading off these notes. We're going to kind of go through these. And then we're going to get into the tarot. Sorry, I already have a lot of downloads coming in, so my spirit guides are like, and I love this new moon in Aquarius too, because I have, well, it's not a new deck to me. I've had this deck for a while, but it's a new deck using it on the channel. Okay, and I have some new things, some astro die and stuff that I'm going to use as well. So I'm really excited to kind of be using in some of these newer techniques. So I just feel like it really flows with this, right? So let's get into it. New moon in Aquarius. Okay. One, it marks the beginning of the Chinese New Year, so celebrations to all of those who do celebrate. Okay, and because it's this new moon, which is about manifesting new things into your life, okay, manifesting new ways, especially new ways of thought, new philosophies, new, kind of ninth house energy into your life, right? With this new moon in Aquarius. So what we're going to be doing is detaching, right? Detaching from overly emotional thinking, right? Really attaching to the logical thinking and getting out of your head, seeing the situation from a more logical perspective, right? So stepping back, emotions are really important. They let us know how we're really feeling. Oh, obviously. Sorry, how we're really reacting is what I was trying to say. Sorry, Mercury retrograde is still here. How we're really reacting to the stimuli that our body is really receiving. So it gives us a deeper understanding of ourselves, right? But sometimes we need to get out of our own head, and we also need to get out of our own head in like casting our emotions or projecting our emotions out onto other people, and to think a little bit. So I feel this way and I feel this way, so that must be how they're thinking too. Don't worry about it, right? Get out of your head and stop worrying about it. Okay, use this as an opportunity to release anything that keeps you overly emotionally attached to anything. Okay, right? Ask yourself really big. Sit down and really ask yourself, what are you holding on to that does not help you succeed? Okay, what are you holding on to that holds you back, right? That keeps you stumped, that keeps you in a loop of not understanding how you really feel or where you really want to go, right? Let go of any kind of emotions or any kind of thinking processes that are really holding you back from progressing. Okay, work on manifesting, accepting your individuality. Okay, embrace your weird, right? Embrace your weird. Accept how beautiful it is to be you, how unique it is in this world to be you, and how your unique individual perspective is valued in this world. Okay, and you start that by valuing it yourself, right? Stop getting in your way and letting fears or doubts, whether or not they're being projected on you from other people, or this is just your own fears and your doubts that you are projecting onto other people, kind of just let it go, right? And understand that being uniquely you is perfect and is exactly what spirit wants you to do, right? Okay, big self-love energy, especially with Venus going direct, right? So beautiful, beautiful. Being unapologetically you, right? I am who I am, and that is what it is, and that is perfectly how it is supposed to be, right? Beautiful, right? But then I also understand stepping out of the emotions of holding on to self-limiting beliefs, right? That's been a big thing here on the channel over the last couple of days. I've been filming a lot over the past couple of days. I've been filming several videos a day, and so those will be releasing over time over the next couple of weeks, right? But it's been a huge message to stop investing your energy in self-limiting beliefs. Okay, Spirit really wants you to move forward. Sorry if I'm speaking really fast. I'm just getting a lot of downloads all at once. Okay, so trying to really kind of catch up my energy. Okay, and also use this as a really good time to manifest new solutions, right? Being unapologetically you, getting out of your own head. Stop overly investing in negative or low vibrational emotions that really pull you down, that drag you down, that stop you from seeing how beautiful it is to be you, how unique it is to be you, and how you can bring your different unique perspective to the situation. And accepting that, right, is really going to help you, right, invest in these new solutions, right? Instead of concentrating on the things that you think are a problem, you only need to concentrate on it just long enough to identify it as a problem, right? This is a problem. You go straight to finding a solution, right? Not hesitating and concentrating that there's a problem and you can't figure it out, right? Give your thought process to the solution, right? Also, this is a really good time to do some charity work or give back to your community, right? Aquarius is all about taking things, um, how you as an individual fit into the larger group, doing any kind of humanitarian work or anything like you do, right? That you do. This is a good time of the year to do it, okay? Yeah, really innovating and seeing how being uniquely you allows you to really seamlessly fit in. Like your unique perspective can bring something new, something exciting, and can bring different solutions to to problems of the community as a whole, right? So your unique perspective is so helpful to the community. Get that into your mind, Spirit is saying, right? It's time to network, to engage, to get out there, and to be out there around like-minded and not like-minded, not like-minded people, people. Diversity creates this beauty, right? That's what's beautiful about the world, is that we're all experiencing different, unique, deeply unique things, right? Sorry, I'm trying to say like 3 words at once. So that really helps us, okay? Something Spirit very specifically wants me to zone in on, right, is a deeper connection to you leads to ideas that resonate more deeply with your divine path, right? And in that divine path, right, that's how your uniqueness connects you to the greater consciousness as a whole, right? And how it does it just your own way. Sorry for if you can hear that really loud truck that's going by outside, okay? Spirit wants you to have less thoughts like, I want to do this, but what slash who would say, right? What would so and so think about it? What would they think about it? What would my community think about it, right? And stop holding yourself back on those, right? Or I'd love to do this, but I can't because of this, right? Stop saying that, right? And give more to, I love this. It's so me. I'm going to do that, right? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Love that. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Wow, look at that straight out the gate. Step out of your comfort zone, step into your North Node, step into your divine plan, like period, period, period. And don't let your pride hold you back, right? Don't let your pride get in the way. So check your ego and, because that's what all of those limiting beliefs are, is your ego telling you, well, you can't do that because of this. And so you said you can't do that. So that means you can't do it. That's all part of your ego, right? Oh my God, yes. Full moon in Virgo, you are good enough, right? Being your unique self and being who you truly are is beautiful, okay? Surrender to the divine. Surrender to the divine plan. And if and it might sound cliche, right? But there's a reason people say God made you or Spirit made you uniquely you with your unique experiences for a particular reason. We all serve a purpose in the divine plan, right? Which is why every single one of us, no matter what role you're playing out there, are equally just as important as anybody else, right? Yeah, nothing will come out of all this comparison, all this, well, I'm better and they're this and they're that, and listening to your ego, which tells you that because you're at a certain place in your path, or you're doing something different than somebody else, that makes you better, or that makes that person worse, or they're karmic, so that makes them lower down than you. It's all about choices, right? Yeah, that's what Spirit's saying, right? Surrender to the divine path, surrender to the divine plan, right? Yeah. A personal issue. Yeah. That personal issue of really judging yourself with that full moon in Cancer, it's reaching a resolution. Yeah. Nothing is set in stone. And Spirit saying it's time to take action. Get out there and do what you need to do. Absolutely. And that personal issue resolution came out again. And Spirit saying there's a win-win outcome, right? With this full moon, all this full moon energy. This is interesting, right? It's what you're releasing, right? What are you releasing, right? The fears, the doubts, the I don't know if I'm me, what will people really think? Could I really do this? Your own limiting beliefs and beliefs that were put onto you as you were being raised up, right? Believe in the impossible. That's what Spirit says. Like, you're here to do the unique, beautiful, out of the box thing that nobody else is supposed to do. It's just for you. So find it, because prosperity lies ahead, and stepping into your North Node, stepping into the zone, right? Stepping into exactly where you're supposed to be. That's where the highest probability of prosperity lies ahead for you, right? That's where your abundance is, okay? Right. And Spirit says there is so much energy gaining momentum into you, right? All this work, all this self love, all this unique thinking and new schools of thought that you are giving all this energy to is just gaining momentum to bust you out of this comfort zone and really hone you into where you're really supposed to be going. What's on the back of the deck? Period. Just prosperity lies ahead is on the back of the deck. What's underneath there? Look at the bigger picture. Absolutely. Sagittarius energy. Also ninth house energy as well. Sagittarius, right? Beautiful. So for the tarot today, we're going to be doing the tarot of Thoth. Or Thoth, or however you want to say it. You know, I've done personal readings with this for me, but I don't think if I have, it's been so long since I used it on the channel. But we're gonna just get into it. I'm excited about using this today. And I thought how fitting to do it today for the new moon in Aquarius. You know, to use something kind of new for the channel. Loved it. I love it. Okay, Spirit saying one more. Ooh, hangman energy, right? Let's see. Let's divine plan. Wow. You might have a lot of ideas, like a lot of just rapid. Spirit saying, write all them down. Just because you're getting new ideas doesn't mean that you have to focus on them or you have to create them right now. You have the whole rest of your life. Spirit is saying, just love that. Appreciate it, right? Just because you're getting those new downloads and those new ideas, write them down, right? Doesn't mean that you have to act on them right now. It's just important that you do that, right? Like Spirit just wants you to know that. Spirit wants to keep your options high, like, and for you to just love that. Ooh, Merkaba activation. Love that. Absolutely love that. Yes, right? Swiftness. Okay, the 8, right? Swiftness in reverse. Take your time. It's okay. Thank you, Spirit, right? Absolutely. Oppression, right? Oppression, 10 of wands in reverse, right? Take the stress off of yourself. It's okay. Spirit just wants you to know about all these wonderful things, right? Spirit just got a lot to say to you. They got a lot, you got a lot to do, right? But in a great way. There's just more possibilities, you know? Take the pressure off yourself to act right now on some of these things that you're getting, right? You don't have to be doing 12 things at once. You know, if that's your energy and that's what works for you, Spirit says that's fine, right? But if you are in the camp where you are getting so many downloads and getting so many ideas and you feel overwhelmed, Spirit is saying, hey, just write them down and put a pin in it, right? It's okay, right? You don't feel like you have to do everything all at once right now, right? It's okay. You have time, right? Love that, right? Surrender to the divine plan. It's time to take action. There are some things that you need to take action on. What is this thing that's part of the divine plan yeah, I'm hearing like meditate, right? Meditate and get into alignment with yourself so you can know, right? You can know and kind of, you know, stop, you know, there's so many all at once and you can kind of slow it down, slow it down to a point where you can go, okay, then this, then I can do this, then I can do this, then I can do this, right? Wow. Whoa. Love this. The 3 of Cups, abundance. Look at that. Abundance. Ooh, and the Emperor. Exactly. So getting on your grind, doing your thing, you know, putting it into work, putting it into action. I love that it's that Aries energy, right? Because Emperor is all air, that Aries energy, right? My cat's doing something. I can hear him in the background. I didn't hear anything else, so I guess he's chilling. Right? But it's part of your divine plan to be getting into this Emperor energy right now, to be creating, to be really creative, to be, you know, getting into the spirit of that and really feeling that. What spirit? No. House. 5th house. What brings you pleasure, right? What you really love. Do what you really love, Spirit is saying. 5th house again. The Spirit said, I said what I said, right? Also, 5th house is Leo energy as well, right? Like, right, with that full moon in Leo, you know, checking your pride and just doing, you know, I'm really seeing that like confidence, getting into your confidence. Queen of Wands energy. This is Queen of Wands in reverse though, right? This is like judgmental, right? Judgmental energy is Queen of Wands. So stop judging yourself so harshly for not doing 12 things at once. It's fine, right? It's fine that you're not, other people might be able to do 12 things at once. Maybe you can't, right? Maybe you need to individually concentrate on one thing at a time. That doesn't make that person better than you. That doesn't make you better than that person. It just makes you uniquely you, right? Take or the other way around, maybe, right? Maybe people want to judge you because you always got 12 different things at once, and you're like, you don't understand. I got 12 things that I'm doing, but I got 23 things that I got going on in my mind, right? Like, let everybody be their individual selves, right? Let everybody be their individual selves. The Hermit, okay. So spend some time really getting to know yourself, right? With this divine plan. Spirit also could be saying that they're taking some people, friends, distractions. Spirit saying whatever it is, they're taking distractions away from you so that you can really concentrate to get into that I'm taking action mode. Whatever, Spirit saying they're working really closely with you. They know you. They know what you need, right? They just need you to know what you need, right? So really, that's more of that, alignment, getting into alignment with yourself. Not judging, Queen of Wands in the back of deck in reverse again, not judging yourself, right, from the past or on what you feel like you should have done or any of that stuff, right? You're here in the moment now, so don't hold yourself by judging yourself on the past or not judging yourself what you haven't done so far, or judging or don't weigh yourself down with how far you feel like you have to go. Live in the now, right now, right? One more for these two energies combining together, please, Spirit. Insolence. For the Eight of Cups. Maybe you feel like, for some of you, because like some of your manifestations or something that you wanted hasn't come to pass, maybe you feel like you are not in accordance with your divine plan, right? Maybe you feel like because certain things haven't happened, well, God must be punishing me, or the universe must be punishing me because I did this or because I did that. The universe saying they're not punishing you for anything. If anything, you're just punishing yourself, right? You're the one that manifests your reality. So if somehow you feel like God is punishing you, you should ask yourself, why do you feel like you need to be punished? Because that's the truth. God never feels like you need to be punished. They want you to live in accordance with yourself and your highest self, and make the best decisions for yourself, right? And some of that includes, not doing harm and hurting other people, right? And not doing things from a place of malicious intent. But if you are always in love, then you're just doing what you need to do, right? Disappointment in reverse. Exactly. Right? Some of you might have felt like you were dealing with somebody that made you feel like you were like an energy of unworthiness, right? Of unworthiness. That's what it feels like. Like, oh, I must be a disappointment. Some of you are facing feelings that maybe friends or family or other people made you feel like you're a disappointment. Or maybe you felt like you disappointed yourself because maybe perhaps there were things, right, that you wanted to get done in 2021, but you didn't, or you thought would already happen, right? You thought there were some manifestations that would already come to pass, but they haven't. It's okay, right? It's okay. Manifestations will come in when you're ready for them, when you're ready to accept them, right? Ooh, the universe in reverse. This is the world. Yeah. This is the world in reverse. Um, right? Look at that. It looks like I'm gonna show it to you in just a second. But this looks like it's like an all-seeing eye from the heavens casting down this light and like shining light on this snake energy, right? On your shadow energy. Some of you might have been really being harsh with you because the universe might have been really to get you to really work on your shadow self, really casting a light on your shadow energy. And you're like, and some of that might be ways that you disappointed yourself because you gave into your ego or you gave into your shadow self in the past, right? Look at that. Can you guys see that? Yeah. It's also something about like this block of like white behind her. It's making me look like somebody's like in bed. So something about dreams. You might have been having some confusing or some like really just like far out there dreams. And Spirit is saying it's ways that your spirit guides are talking to you. Spirit is saying it's okay. You might feel disappointment because you're like, I know there's messages, but I'm just not getting them, but I'm just not putting it together. Like Spirit's like, don't feel that way. It's okay. It will come in time. In time, they will matter. Just kind of, keep a dream journal, write them down for now, and in time they will make sense to you. In time, you will find out this vocabulary. You will discover this thought, that Spirit is, that how your spirit guides really communicate with you, right? Yeah, disappointment again in reverse on the bottom of the deck, right? 5 of Cups, right? The 5 of Cups. Stop. Let go of these regrets. Let go of this disappointment. Let go of this, right? Because it's something that stops you from getting into this emperor mode where you're just doing it, right? The Fool, right? Exactly, the Fool. Get into it. Right? Aries energy again, right? Really heavy Aries energy here. Also, some of you might have felt naive. I just got that, right? Aries energy is like the baby of the zodiac. So it's like young, naive. You're just getting started. It's okay, right? Everybody's got to start somewhere. Don't be disappointed. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at yourself for things that you did in the past, especially ways if there was energy being shined on lies that you told yourself, okay? Just, lies that other people told you, or ways that you held yourself back from leaving, ways that you kept yourself stuck in the past. Spirit is saying, let go of it. Yes, again, that insolence, right? That insolence energy, right? Let it go. Science. 6 of Swords. Science. Energy, right? Some of you might be studying something sciencey. Shout out to all my nerds out there. Love you, babies. Yeah, again, gosh. Oppression in reverse. This experience, like, let it go. 10 of Swords in reverse. Or 10 of Wands, actually. 10 of Wands in reverse. Let it go. Right? And when I said that, let go of the 10 of Wands. And did you see that? The 10 of Pentacles popped out. Wealth. Wow. Well, it's the 10 of Disc in this deck. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you might, walking away from this, right, is really what's going to unlock that wealth. And not only that, but it's going to help you to see your own wealth, right? To see that your uniqueness, that your individuality, for a lot of you, this could really be getting down deep into accepting those spiritual gifts that you have, right? And how you bring a unique and different experience to society as a whole. Some of you might feel like you don't fit so into like the spirituality community, right? Or you're like, I don't fit into the spirituality community. I don't really fit into like the logical science kind of, nerd reality based community. But the Spirit is saying like you are bringing a different and unique vision, right? So don't ever doubt that, right? You're a visionary, right? Walk away from anything that feels like it's holding you back, okay? And I'm just gonna say, which I didn't even think about this, right? There is that cross there, right? So some of you might be having a really hard time. You might be having some friends or family or people in your family that are more traditionally religious, or you might have been brought up around a traditionally religious beliefs that you feel like, I don't want to call them oppressive, but there's some mindsets or some philosophies that just aren't jiving with where you feel yourself going, right? And you feel guilt and you feel insolence. You feel like that heaviness, that guilt energy around being like, I feel like a disappointment to my friends and my family because I don't exactly believe what they believe. I don't think how they think, Let it go. They believe what they believe, you believe what you believe. And I know that's a lot easier to say, but once you really start getting to a point where you can accept that and you can love yourself regardless of how other people feel about you, Spirit saying that's when you really get that strength energy, right? Oh, 9 of Cups, happiness. That's when you find that happiness, boo, right? Yeah, so a lot of you are understanding that you're feeling 5 of Swords, very defeated, right? A lot of change energy, right? 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, right? Let go of the disappointment. Let go of this defeatist attitude, right? Because Spirit is saying like, sometimes you can't win, right? And you're not supposed to win. There are some people that you're not supposed to change. It's not your job to change their mind. It's not your job to force them to respect you, to force them to believe in what you believe in. It's not your job to do that, right? Stop trying to force people to be something different than they want to be. Just allow them to be who they want to be, right? Allow them to be that way. And I know sometimes in the spiritual community, you're like, but I feel like it's my job. I've reached this level of enlightenment, or I just want them to accept me. They're not giving me that energy back. But so what? Let them, and I know that's, believe me, okay? I'm from the Bible Belt. Believe me, I understand what it feels like to be in here, right? But the sooner that you get that, you know what? I'm just going to be me. Sorry, you guys can accept that. I'm going to go give my time and my energy to people who freely accept me, who I don't have to fight and fight and fight and fight against. Because the more fight energy you put in it, the more fight energy you're going to get back. But when you let it go and let it be what it is, see what glorious, miraculous things happen, right? That's what Spirit's saying. Just let it go. Just be you. Queen of Cups. Exactly. Okay, okay, yeah. Princess of Cups, so the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, with this full moon Cancer energy. Let's move on, Spirit. Let's keep going. What's the next thing you want to talk about, Spirit? Full moon and Cancer, a personal issue versus resolution, which I feel like what we were talking about is this personal issue that you're trying to reach, right? It's kind of like, I can't win all the battles, and you know what? I shouldn't. Some battles are not for me to fight. Some battles are not my fight, right? It's my spirit guides, or those people's spirit guides, or their fight, right? Their awakening is not your fight, it's theirs, right? So let it go. It's also not your job to look at them as ignorant because they don't see things the way that you see them either, right? Right? Yeah. Win-win. When I offer love, I get love back. When I offer conflict, I get conflict back. Right? So this win-win outcome. Like that's what you're releasing. Just like, okay. Especially with this Cancer card, especially around your family. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. No. No, 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 no. No. Sorry, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So 2 of Cups, love. There's some love energy here. And yeah, we can have some kind of distorted, wow. Excuse me. What are you doing? I'm sorry. Excuse me, guys. Just one second. Sorry. As I'm sitting here talking about... Yes. As I'm sitting here talking about this, my animals, you guys know my animals are always reading the energy, right? Especially my cats. My cats will always try to big up on some fighting energy right quick. Well, one of my cats, well, he's scrappy. He's a little scrappy dude, okay? He's scrappy. And how my dog came over here and was like, oh, like I need attention for just, it's like I need attention. And I'm not saying this in a bad way or in a way to talk down about you, right? But I understand, right? Some things that we experience can make us feel abandoned, can make us have those issues where we overly emotionally attached to the way people view us, or the way people think about us, or the way people think about what we choose to do with our lives, right? Or how we feel about what they choose to do with their lives. Let it go. All right, let it go. And that can give you a defeatist attitude here, right? About love in general. When you feel unaccepted, you feel less likely to want to accept other people. But Spirit's saying you can't let it get you down, right? You got to keep going. And then look here, the Venus sign and Cancer as well, right? So I just talked about how Venus just went direct, and then Cancer in the background, and the Cancer sign in the background back here. Can you see? There we go. On this 2 of Cups. Period. Okay. Art. This is the Magician card. Magician in reverse. You can't control. You can't control it, right? As much as you don't want them to control you and say what you can do and what you can't do, you can't control them, right? And you can't force anybody to respect you. You can't force anybody to like you. You can't force anybody to want to be on your side. And you shouldn't want to, right? That's conditional love. Why are you fighting for conditional love, my sweet? Right? I love you as long as you do what I want you to. I love you as long as you praise my same God. I love you as long as I think that whatever you're doing is not going to bring shame onto the family. I love you if but conditional love, right? You have grown so accustomed to conditional love that you feel like that's what you need to give back. But I feel like that's what you're learning, right? You're learning that that's conditional love that you're not into. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to fight you on it, right? Yes, it would be beautiful and wonderful if we could truly love and deeply accept each other. But if we can't, or, if you can't give that to me, ain't shit I can do about it, right? And in fact, what work I can do is detaching myself emotionally from it. Now, I'm not saying don't have any emotions, right? Not at all, right? But balancing out being overly attached to needing that approval from other people, right? Because it's just gonna, right? 6. Why am I totally blanking on this? This is the lust card, right? But we also talked about that Leo energy, right? The Leo energy, right? And the 5, right? Is it the Lovers? Yes, it's the Lovers. Choice. Jeez, why did I blank on that? I don't know. I was like 6. Why am I having such a hard time on this? Like what? But yeah, it's because I don't know. It is not a very traditional Lovers card at all. But it is like all this Leo energy, right? The lion, the multi-faced lion with the girl sitting there, right? Or the woman sitting there with this energy. Okay, maybe I should zonk out some of that, right? But it's the Leo energy right there, down there. Yeah, the Lovers. And I'm not trying to call you out when I say this, but it is this attachment to wanting to be wanted, wanting to be needed, wanted to be chosen, right? Because you feel because other people, friends and family, people that should have given you unconditional love gave you conditional love, which gave you this issue of wanting to be chosen, right? Or you mimic that, right? And you pushed everybody away, like, no, right? Which is also underneath it a still want to be chosen, but you're so scared that you won't be chosen that you reject, right? You reject connection so that you don't feel the pain of not being chosen, right? Or you set yourself up to constantly be that chaser chasing after being chosen, right? Whew. And what is our dish? Adjustment. This is the Justice card in reverse. You're really releasing this need to control, right? A situation, to control who you want and who wants you, and push. You know what? Well, F you too, and giving conditional love back to people because that's what you've gotten in the past, right? This is all what you're releasing, right? This is beautiful. This is beautiful work that you guys are doing, releasing, stepping outside of your trauma, right? Stepping outside of the things that keep you overly emotional and being able to look at this situation in a logical viewpoint, right? Okay, I am not my pain, I am not my pain. I am not the pain that I have experienced, right? Right? Because that just is bringing things out of balance with this Justice in reverse, which is the Adjustment in reverse, right? Refusing to make an adjustment on this. Get it out of here, right? Chasing after things that that subconsciously are not going to give you what you want, right? So either pushing things away even though connection is what you want the most, right? Or chasing after things that aren't going to give you the connection that you need. Because you have a fear underneath it all, is fear. Because you were only ever given conditional love. Stop chasing after people who give you conditional love, my sweet, right? And give unconditional love to yourself. The win-win outcome is forecast. The sun. The sun in reverse. It's like there's something you're not seeing, right? It's keeping you trapped. All this is keeping you trapped in unhappiness, right? Maybe it's even you saying, no, I'm fine without it. I'm fine without it. I'm fine without it. I'll take conditional love because it's better than nothing. No. Right? I've been there. I'll take the crumbs because it's better than nothing. I've been given nothing and then I've been given crumbs. Crumbs are better than nothing. No, they're not. Because when you're busy occupying yourself with crumbs, you're not allowing whole ass snacks or whole ass meals to come in. Right? You're letting those crumbs take up the place, energetically take up the place of something that could be better in your life, right? And having that nothing leaves you in a state of hermit where you can go inside and really say, I don't deserve nothing. And I damn sure don't deserve crumbs. The star in reverse. Yeah. It's this that's kept you unhealed. It's this that's kept you in the dark. It's this that's kept you from really accepting that about yourself, right? Really accepting yourself for who you truly are. Feeling like just being you is not worth it because all you've ever been given is that conditional love that makes you feel like just being me is not worth it, right? To other people. And that's not true, right? Because there's that Aquarius energy there on the star, right? Wow. Right? That water bearer. Giving that love to yourself. And then in turn, in giving that love to yourself, teaching people around you lessons. You know? We show people how we think of our, what love that we expect by the love we give ourselves. And if we are constantly, taking crumbs, then we're just going to get crumbs, right? Because unfortunately, as much as we don't want to admit it, you get stuck in taking these crumbs and you're like, oh, I'm just waiting. I'm just taking these crumbs while I'm waiting for somebody else to give me a whole meal. But those people that want to give you a whole meal are like, well, if they're okay with crumbs, let them be okay with crumbs. I'll give my whole meal to somebody who really wants a whole meal. That might be a little triggering. That might have hit some of you in your heart space because I feel it. You're like, oh, that's a kind of. And I'm not saying this to be mean. I love you guys. But and please believe me, like I said, I've been this person. I've been this person being like, crumbs are fine. Crumbs are fine. Because in the past, all I was given was crumbs. Now my crumbs might have been bigger than some other people's crumbs, for sure. But emotionally, crumbs are crumbs. And you don't deserve crumbs, right? That's what's kept you unhealed. That's what you haven't been seeing. Sorrow. Yeah. The devil and sorrow. That's what's kept you trapped, right? That's what's kept you bound. That's been your fear. I guess I don't deserve it because you've only ever been given conditional love. So you were taught to be fine with conditional love. People like this will even tell you, what are you, too good? What are you too good for the type of love that I have? There's nothing wrong with the type of love that I give you. Yeah, it's crumbs. Yeah, there's something wrong with it. It's crumbs, and I don't deserve crumbs. Well, all I was ever given was crumbs. Well, it's your choice whether or not you wanna accept crumbs. I want meals. I want decadence. I want 3-course meals. You can have your crumbs if you want them, right? And if that's what you want, all the power to you. But I want 3-course meals. Okay. Love that. What's the energy here in between these? Oh, the Chariot in reverse. This is what's keeping you stuck. That's what in the past has kept you stuck. Spirit saying you need to face this, right? Stop running away from it and face it. What's leaving? Sanity. Sanity in reverse, right? Oh, I just heard that, right? What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Sanity in reverse. Right? Karmic energy, right? Karmic energy, our energy will convince you that this comfort zone, right? That when your comfort zone that you're trapped in is actually, crumbs, You get used to it, right? People tell you, what's wrong? You're not good enough for crumbs. You're not good enough for crumbs. I always tell this example one time. If I talk about things like this, I give this example one time of an interaction that I had. Me and my mom and my brother were sitting in the kitchen, and we didn't plan on having anywhere to go. We were cooking ourselves, and my mom was like, we're going to cook sandwiches. This is when I was grown. I'm just visiting my mom over at her house. Or was I living there at the time? I'm not sure. But I was at college age, I think. But, and mom was like, we're just going to fix sandwiches for lunch. Sounds great, right? And we're not doing, like I said, we're not doing it because we have a project or we have somewhere to do. We have nothing to do. We're just hanging out. Sounds great for me, right? And I asked my brother, you want a hot sandwich? And he's like, that sounds good. My mom just fixes herself her regular lunch meat sandwich, right? And I asked my brother, you want me to toast your bread? I'm toasting my bread. You want me to toast your bread too? And I'll melt some cheese on it? Yeah, yeah. And as we're sitting there doing that, we're just standing in the kitchen talking. And my mom was sitting there eating her sandwich. And she's looking at me and she's like, why are you always doing the most? And I was like, what? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you have something for us to do or somewhere for us to go? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, then what's the problem? She was like, what, are you not good enough for just eating a cold sandwich? I looked at my brother. Then I turned out, looked at her, and I said, am I not good enough to eat a hot sandwich? We got the time, we got the energy. If I can make this, no, it's fine. I've eaten plenty of cold, ham and cheese sandwiches in my life, right? Plenty. But if I have the time and I have the energy and I want to put some, some seasonings on there and I want to, season up and like throw a slice of tomato in the pan with my sandwich while I'm already heating up my sandwich and have a nice, hot ham and cheese and tomato sandwich with some seasonings on it. What is it? What's the deal? What's the problem here, right? Peace in reverse. Some people just want to fuck up your peace. But the truth is, those people don't have peace in themselves, right? So Spirit is saying, right? Gather your sanity back, right? Stop pouring into these cups that are not pouring anything back, right? Spirit says it just doesn't make sense, right? And as we heal, we start recognizing that these things don't make sense, right? That these things, it's like, well, it doesn't make any sense. I'm literally setting myself up for failure. Why? And underneath it, so many people run away from that because the cold, hard truth underneath it is we feel like we don't deserve it. We feel like we don't deserve the real love. And we've been conditioned to feel that way. What's wrong with crumbs? What's wrong with just having a cold sandwich? Well, nothing. I don't have anything wrong with eating a cold sandwich. But maybe today I feel like a hot sandwich. Doesn't really take any extra effort, or I'm willing to put in the effort to get what I want. What's your problem? Why is it perturbing you, right? And when you try, and it doesn't make any sense to people who are just like, I'm going to give you crumbs, I'm going to give you crumbs, and you're sitting there screaming, I don't want crumbs, I don't want crumbs. Why? Why are you asking somebody to give you more than they just want to give you? And I know why, right? But why are you fighting so hard for somebody that only wants to give you conditional love? They want to give you conditional love. Why are you fighting for that? Stop wasting your energy fighting for somebody who doesn't want to love you the way you need to be loved. And go give your energy to somebody who freely loves you the way you need to be loved. It's a waste of time. And that can be a hard reality to really sink in, right? Because we can have really genuine feelings for these people. But Spirit says a lot of it is attachment, because we've been taught to chase after those crumbs. Instead of going, you know what? I don't deserve crumbs. Anyway, we've been conditioned to chase after the crumbs and be okay with it and be like, I guess I just won't speak up about wanting something else. Or when you do speak up about wanting something else, they go, oh, what, aren't crumbs good enough for you? No, no, they're not. Why do you want to give me crumbs to begin with? But you know what? I don't care, because a person that just wants to give me crumbs does not deserve my energy. Step out of your comfort zone, right? This pain has been your comfort zone for too long, my loves, right? Oh, oh, honey, 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 honey. On the back of the deck, failure in reverse, okay? That's the 7 of disc, yeah, the 7 of pentacles. 7 of pentacles in reverse. Failure in reverse. I wonder why the 7 of pentacles. They have an interesting view on the 7 of pentacles. But anyway, all right, here with stepping into your north node, wheel of fortune, your destiny. This is the universe asking you, are you okay with crumbs? No, I'm not okay with crumbs. You're not okay with crumbs? No. Good luck, because you don't fucking deserve crumbs. Here's all this meal, and not just a meal, but a 3-course meal. And you're like, hell yeah, fuck them crumbs. Let them pick up their own crumbs. With love and with peace and understanding, but I don't want to get trapped in that cycle. This doesn't make any sense. Why are you fighting to keep karmics in your life? Let them go. Let them go. Ace of disc, Ace of pentacles, right? When you decide to step out of this comfort zone, this is where you're supposed to be. Because this past karmic cycle is keeping you small, baby. It's keeping you small, baby. It's keeping you trapped in a past karmic cycle, right? The world in reverse. Because you want so hard. Because your inner self knows you deserve more. But you've been taught to look for that more in places where it is not there to give. You cannot pour and fill up your cup from an empty cup. And instead of asking that person, hey, why don't you go fill up this cup? Hey, why don't you go fill up this cup? Just go get from somebody who freely goes and fills up their cup. Right? And you go fill up your cup. So the two of you are just 2 overflowing cups pouring into each other. Right? You go fill up your cup by walking away from people who refuse to fill up theirs. Go fill up your cup yourself. Right? And it's reminding me of that image off the 2 of cups here, right? Empress in reverse, right? Exactly. Honey, stop chasing after these people who want to give you crumbs. Because you don't deserve it, my love. You don't deserve it. And I know that you want to get into this emperor control energy because you want to prove, right? Somehow you've been taught that somebody who freely gives you an overflowing cup is not, there's something wrong with that. There must be something wrong with that cup. No, I want to go chase after this person that makes me fight for their cup. Why? Why? Because you want to listen to that. If it's worth having, you have to work hard for it. If it's worth having, it's not going to be easy. Why? Love should be easy. Now, I'm not saying the hard part of love, is doing the work on yourself. That's the hard part. Actually, you should want to be in a relationship that is easy, not that is hard, not that makes you fight, right? Why? And believe me, I subscribed to this for so many years of my life. And then I realized this makes no damn sense. Why am I fighting so hard to be with people who don't even want me? I'm fighting so hard to be with people that if I decided that I would be with them and they finally decided they want me, I wouldn't even want to be in the relationship to begin with. Because if I had to fight this hard to get in the relationship, imagine how hard I'm going to have to fight to feel worthy the whole time I'm in that relationship. What? I'm getting super animated. Speaking of stepping outside of overly emotion, being overly emotional, but it's part of it, right? It's part of it is accepting that, feeling it, then letting it go and moving on from it and finding serenity in letting go of stepping outside of this trauma, right? And that's where this Ace of Pentacles, that's what this blessing is. That's what Spirit said. If you've been getting that somebody, oh, you've been getting this blessing, that's your blessing, right? Because that's the Wheel of Fortune there, baby, right? That right there, changing this I don't want crumbs mindset is going to change everything in your life, right? Because Spirit said, I can bring you all the money in the world. Then you'd be a rich person chasing after crumbs. Then you'd be a rich person chasing after people who only want to give you crumbs and take all your money. Change your mindset, right? What is that proverb? I'm sorry, I'm not going to say it exactly correct, but you can put it down. You can put it down in the comment section below, right? Feed a man a meal, you feed him for the day. Give a man a seed or teach him how to grow, feed him for the rest of his life. Right? Spirit could give you a meal, right? Or he could give you the seed to plant so that you can harvest every day of your life for the rest of your life. And when you learn this, if you believe in it, from the lifetimes to come in the future, if you face it now, you're not going to have to face it again. Right? If you learn this lesson this time, it's fuck that. And it's not only fuck the crumbs now, it's fuck the crumbs forever. Fuck the crumbs, not in this particular relationship, not just about this particular thing, but in every single way I have been accepting crumbs in my life. And that's including the crumbs I've given myself. Oh, it's give a man a fish. Give a man a fish, feed him for the day, teach him how to fish, feed him for his life. Right? Spirit said the blessing that you are being given, not only, right, are monetary and abundant and other types of abundance going to flow into your life when you stop accepting the crumbs, right? Because you'll stop giving the crumbs those energetic places that you could be getting meals on meals on meals on meals on meals, right? I just also heard meals on wheels, so some of you might be giving your time. Is meals on wheels even still a thing? I don't know. It's not really a thing around where I live, but anyway, right? But yeah, but that does give me right. Meals on Wheels. People who don't have the meals, you're giving the meals out to other people, right? You have the access, you're giving out. Yeah, some of you are also going to be teaching this mindset. Once you learn this mindset to yourself, you're also going to be intentionally and unintentionally teaching other people around you, because people are going to see, like, damn, how do you always have a fish? Well, I can do this thing where I go down to the river and I cast this line and a pole with a hook on it, and I catch the fish, and I can catch that fish every day. What? That's crazy. That's what? You know? And to us, it might seem simple. We might take things like that for granted, but at one point, people didn't know how to do that. Or they knew how to do it, but then somebody created the fishing line and made it easier one day, right? Suddenly it was, well, I don't have to take the spear and spear it in and throw it, or, this, I can cast it out. Like, oh, shit. Innovation, right? New tools, right? New tools to really harvest what you've already been given, right? That's what this new moon in Aquarius is really helping you to manifest in, right? Stop waiting for other people to give you that fish and go get the fish yourself. Go teach yourself how to fish, right? Or, right, give your energy to the people who are teaching you how to be independent. Give your energy to people who feed your independence, who feed having your own 2 feet, having your own stability. instead of those who try to make you dependent on them for their stability. Take back your power of your stability, of your love, of your wealth that you see in yourself, the abundance that you see in yourself. Take it back, right? Stop putting it in the hands of other people to let you know how much you're worth. And show yourself how much you're worth, right? Because there's plenty of people out there in the world that'll treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. But if you're too busy chasing after somebody who don't want to recognize that in you, you're going to run right past the people who will just freely give it to you, right? Or you've been taught for so long that this is the way you do it, that you need to chase, that in chasing, you might even be given an opportunity to get those people who will freely give you that love. And you think it's a trick, or you think it's a trap, or you think this is too easy, it's boring. This person must not really value themselves because they're not making me chase them. It don't have to be that hard. Now don't mix up the words and mix it up with being chased, right? With being being selective on who and how much of your energy you give out. Now that's a different thing, right? But there's a difference between that and chasing after somebody who needs the energy or needs your attention, right? Because the truth is that person is making you chase because they have their own issues that they won't address and that they won't look at, because they constantly need to get their worth out of people constantly making them feel wanted. Stop feeding the cycle. How much time? Okay. Stop feeding the cycle. Prince of Disc. This is the page. Yeah. Stop chasing. Page of Pentacles. Stop chasing after. Stop chasing after bad investments. Be mindful of who and where and what and how much of your energy you're investing in other people. All right? Death in reverse, because that's what's keeping you stagnant. You're investing your energy in people who are keeping you stagnant, who are keeping you constantly feel like you're not worth it. They don't want to see your diamond. They don't want to see your worth. Forget about them. That's their problem, not yours. That's their issues, not yours. You don't have to feed their ego by constantly chasing after them or constantly reaffirming to them. No. Go give your energy to somebody who feels that energy, who fills up their cup themselves, right? And you fill up your cup yourself. Dominance in reverse. This is the Two of Wands. That's, stop letting these people have power over you. Ooh, there's a lot of heavy energy. Oppression in reverse. The energy is gaining momentum. Valor. The Seven of Wands. Stand up for yourself. And sometimes standing up for yourself doesn't always look like, some of us will get confused and standing up for ourselves, sitting there fighting and fighting and fighting for people to show you respect or show you your worth. Sometimes standing up for yourself looks like going, oh, fuck this, and just walking away. Nah, fuck this. I'm not investing any more of my energy in this. Fuck that. Completion. Okay? Four of Wands. Completion. Completing the cycle. Period. Period. Point blank. Poo. Finding that balance, right? Going from this lack and this insanity and this imbalance and this stuck energy, right? To finding the balance, right? To completing this karmic cycle. To letting it go. Stop giving them power over you. Stop giving those negative energies power over you. Stop giving those negative feelings power over you. Right? Because in chasing after those people, all you're doing is giving more power to all your insecurities. Right? Stop that. Knight of Swords in reverse. People might get mad too. People might get, oh, you don't want to chase after me? Oh, I'm worth it. You should chase after me. I ain't chasing after you. You know, there's a difference between showing you interest and feeding your need for constant validation and attention in manipulative ways. Mm-mm. Oh, no, this is the Lovers. So what was this other card? That's not 6. That's 11. Woo, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm drawing a blank so hard on that. 12 is the Hangman. Ooh. 8 is Strength. Oh well, I'm drawing a hard blank on that. Anyway, some of y'all were probably saying that, like, girl, what? That's a 10, not a 5. Anyway, my bad. The Lovers and the Moon, right? Mysteries around choices, right? Feeling like you don't have a choice. You do. The energy is gaining momentum to complete this cycle. Let it go. This is a lot of heavy energy that you're transmuting, though, right? Transmuting this energy. Eulogy. 7 of Swords. Futility. Yeah. Futility. Anyway, futility, right? Was this in... Alright, it's like resistance is futile, right? Like, yeah, like, why are you doing it? Doesn't make any sense. And you're like, sanity in reverse, right? You're like, yeah, I get it. You know what? Doesn't make any sense to stay in this cycle. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Six of Swords. Walking away. I'm walking away. I'm walking away. Knight of Cups. Back and forth and back and forth. All this in and out energy. I'm outie. I'm outie. Already 3,000. They got that crab in the cup too, right? That Cancer energy. And a lot of this is what your family... Look, that card came right back out. Right? It doesn't make any sense to do it. Even though it might have been the way that you taught, it might have been the way that you were raised, might have been what you saw, you know, and you just married that back, but you can raise out of it. You can put this to a completion now, right? Change. 2 of Pentacles, change. Bring balance to the situation, right? Woo, this is a levy. A levy. This is a big heart chakra energy here. Jupiter expansion and Capricorn energy with that 2 of Pentacles energy. Wow. The Fool. It's a brand new beginning. It's a brand new cycle. It's a brand new beginning. It's bringing all kind of wealth and abundance into your life. 10 of Disc. It's also brand new energy. You're bringing brand new energy to your family, right? Your current family, because they're stuck in their karmic ways, they might not appreciate you fully for everything that you're doing, right? But do it regardless. Do it for yourself. Do it for your kids. Do it for the future generations after you that'll think like you and not like them. Or will think healthier, right? That'll have healthier ways. They'll, instead of choosing to be in karmic relationships, they'll choose to be in loving, happy relationships, right? And not only your kids, you know, but people around you. will be inspired to have that deeper type of self-love and self-understanding. This is a ton of transmutation, you guys. Golly. Whew. Last few messages. I'm going to wrap this in. 2 cards? 2 or 3 cards? 2. Ace of Cups. Brand new beginnings. Right? Giving yourself those brand new beginnings. You know, right? Brand new vision of what love really is. Brand new self-love. Right? Oh, that full cup, right? I just got so excited, right? We talked about that, right? That overflowing full cup. There it is. You want to have a 2 of cups? You got to have a full cup to bring to the table, right? Cruelty in reverse. 10 of Swords. Excuse me. Sorry, you guys. Didn't mean to send y'all on a little quake right there. Cruelty, not fealty. Cruelty in reverse. All right, let it go. Stop punishing yourself. No. Luxury. Ooh. What's that? It's the 4 of Cups. Princess of Swords. So the Page of Swords. Yeah. Because the Prince is the Knight. Yeah, Prince of Swords is the Knight. Page, Princess of Swords. Watching, with this being reversed, obviously, watching and learning, but I just wanted to look at the image. Watching and learning. I'm also getting, you know, like, coming up. She's giving me, like, this jumping up out of all this cloud, out of all this confusion, out of all this karma, right? Shooting up. And I'm getting, like, with these kind of, like, yellow or green. They're green and yellow. Kind of, it's giving me, like, a right? Right? But it's, like, waving that sword of truth around to kind of clear the air. Transmuting, right? That's the energy that it's giving me here. And again, with this watching energy, right? People are going to be watching what you're doing. Some people are going to be praising you. Some people are going to be, you know, picking it apart. Whatever. Either way, that's on them, right? Death. Transformation and rebirth. Right? Transformation and rebirth. It's getting me cutting those strings. See how he's using that scythe to, like, cut, looks like those strings, cutting those strings. Again, look, there's the fish, right? And then the strings and fish, right? Teaching the man to fish. Wow. Wow, Spirit. Okay. Oh, is that all? Yeah. Yeah. Knight of Disc. You might feel, you know, this might be a long time coming, you know? Give yourself the grace that you need, right? Excuse me. This is a journey, not a race. It's okay, right? Have love for yourself. Have love for other people, whether they accept you or whether they reject you, regardless, right? Because the hard part of it is not truly giving, it's really learning to give that unconditional love to people, even if they aren't giving you that unconditional love back. And too many people will get triggered by that statement by like, oh, so I should give to a person that's doing this and doing all that. No, I just mean don't judge them. Don't hate them. Give them the same give them the compassion that they don't give you. That does not mean that you have to fall into their manipulation, that you have to give them their way, that you have to give them a place in their life, right? But it does mean let it go. Because having that anger or pain or any of that is still a string. It's still a string weighing you down. It's still a tie to that person. If you're truly detached from somebody, you don't care either way, what they do, how they feel about you, whatever. If you think about a person and you still feel hurt, or you still feel pain, or you still feel judgment towards that person, even if it's, I'm judging them because they're judging me, you still have attachments. So let it go. And allow yourself to be reborn, right? To be reborn with this full cup. Whew, there's so much transmuting energy here. Yeah, oh my God, that Ten of Pentacles just can't stop showing itself. Spirit said you have no idea just how much you're just gonna allow abundance to just flow into your life when you do this. And on the other side of this transformation that you're going through right now, so much love, so much abundance, just so much everything. So much F the crumbs, I want the 3-course meal. Sorry, you guys. I had to piece this back in because I realized that I didn't use the die. As soon as I clicked off, Spirit was like, the die. Okay. So. Okay, is the sun. So self. We're talking about self here, right? Also Jupiter. It landed on Jupiter when I laid it down on the table. So talking about expanding the view on yourself, right? Aries, look at that Aries energy, right? Brand new energy being brought into here too. In the 7th house, so marriage, relationships, right? Absolutely, marriage, relationships. This is absolutely about breaking away from a generational tendencies to choose karmic partners, right? Or choose people or choose mindsets that keep us small, to choose to subscribe to limiting beliefs, right? Wow, look at this. 12th house, okay? With Saturn, restrictions and karmic past, with Pisces energy. Dreams. Getting in touch with your emotions and dreams. With this 12th house energy here, right? Unseen guidance or unseen enemies, right? Unseen guidance to help you through these restrictive energies, right? So 10, 5, I have 5, 2, 2, and 1. So 22 might be really coming out a lot. 51 or 15 might be coming out a lot for you. Okay. But 5, change. 1, just getting like self, more just like self energy, right? I'm also hearing 2, 2 becoming 1. Yeah. Yeah, and 10 too, right? Completion. Two ones again, so the number 2 as well as 2 again, right? And 6, so balancing out. 10 again. Wow, yeah. This cycle is just ending for you. That's crazy. Completion, right? I'm just getting that over and over again. You guys did have the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, both of those in reverse as well as the 10 of Pentacles came out over and over again, right? As well as that 4 of Wands, which was completion. Completing the cycle. Wow. You guys are doing, this is beautiful. This is such beautiful energy for you guys. Crazy. One more, Spirit said, just this one. 2. Energy of 2. So 2's all over the place, okay? 2 of Cups, right? Also, I definitely keep just getting that 222. You might be seeing 222, Two of Cups. Yeah. Just saw that all over the place. What time is it? 9:54. Okay, so 9:05 or 4 or 9:54 might have a significance for you, my loves. Okay. Thank you so much for being here with me. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. This was amazing. I loved this reading. It was so good. I had such a fun time with you guys today. So thank you so very much for being here with me, you know? Okay. Wow. This was beautiful. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Okay. If you like the content, give it a like. This resonated for you down in the comment section down below. Okay. Drop a comment, share it if you feel like you know somebody that this would really help. You know, I appreciate it. It really helps the channel. Either way, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the energy exchange here on the channel. Really hope this brought some love, light, and clarity to you, okay? Love you guys so, so very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everyone who donates or tips, as well as gets a personal reading from me. All the information for that is in the description box down below, as well as any cards that I use, right? If you have any questions about any cards that I use or my email or any contact information, just bring down the description box and just scroll down, right? It's down there. Thank you guys so, so very much, and I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye.